Group 1. Causes of the War. Assassination of Archduke Francis Ferdinand and its effect. Causes of the World War I.
The interdependent and scientifically interlinked alliances make up one of the greatest reasons for the World War. By the dawn of the 20th century, the two-planet divided Europe's alliance into two significant blocs, the Triple Entente, France, Russia, and Britain, and the Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. Such alliances, meant for security, provided instead a very fragile base where conflict between two countries could drag along many others. When Austria-Hungary declared war on the formerly independent Serbia due to the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, these alliances blew everything out of proportion and escalated into a global war with German backing for Austria-Hungary, while Russia supported Serbia. Another important factor that led to the outbreak of the war was militarism in the arms race. All the European powers have been spending heavily for a very long time in their military buildup. And from that spending has come mounting tension and a competition. The naval arms race between Germany and Britain, who tried to master the waters, was a prime example. In addition, aggressive doctrines have been adopted by many European nations, like the Schlieffen Plan of Germany, which relied upon a speedy invasion of France through Belgian territories. This measure of military buildup resulted in preparing nations to arm themselves with the force instead of allowing diplomacy to solve their disputes. In addition, imperialism and nationalism were some of the causes of the war. Imperialism, especially over colonies and resources, led to competition and eventually tension among the European powers, especially between Germany, France, and Britain. Nationalism caused strife within multi-ethnic empires like Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire, since different ethnic groups within these empires demanded independence. In fact, one of the main reasons the war broke out was Serbian nationalism, as the Black Hand, a Serbian nationalist group, was responsible for the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. As a consequence, Austria-Hungary viewed Serbia as a menace to its empire, resulting in a war that ultimately caused a larger conflict.
Assassination of Archduke Francis Ferdinand. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary is widely considered the immediate cause of World War I, as it triggered a chain of events that led to Austria-Hungary declaring war on Serbia, subsequently drawing other European powers into the conflict due to pre-existing alliances, ultimately igniting the global war. On the 28th of June 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife, Sophie, Duchess of Hohenberg, were assassinated in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina. The killer was Gavrilo Princip, a 19-year-old Bosnian Serb nationalist and member of the secret group Black Hand, which sought to free Slavic territories from Austro-Hungarian rule. The visit and assassination plot. Franz Ferdinand visited Sarajevo to observe military exercises, but his presence angered Serbian nationalists. A group of 6 assassins, organized by Danilo Ilic, planned to kill him. They were armed with bombs and pistols, supplied with help from Serbian military officials. The first attack. As the Archduke's motorcade drove through Sarajevo, one of the conspirators, Nedeljko Kabrinovic, threw a bomb at the car. The bomb bounced off and exploded under another vehicle, injuring several people. The Archduke was unharmed and continued his official duties. The fatal wrong turn. Later, on the way to visit the wounded at the hospital, the driver took a wrong turn near the Latin Bridge. As the car stopped to turn around, Princip happened to be standing nearby. He quickly stepped forward and fired 2 shots. One hit Sophie in the abdomen. The other struck Franz Ferdinand in the neck. Both died within minutes. The assassination was significant because Austria-Hungary perceived it as an existential challenge and viewed it as providing a casus belli with Serbia. Emperor Franz Joseph was 84, and so the assassination of his heir, so soon before he was likely to hand over the crown, was seen as a direct challenge to the empire. Many ministers in Austria, especially Berchtold, argued that the act must be avenged. Its effect.
The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand had extensive repercussions, being the immediate cause of the First World War. Austria-Hungary saw this attack as a challenge to its authority, and, backed by Germany, it presented an ultimatum to Serbia, laden with heavy demands. When Serbia only partially complied, Austria-Hungary declared war on the 28th of July 1914. Thereby setting in motion a chain of events where the military alliances would activate, pulling Germany against Russia, France, and Britain into the conflict. In a matter of weeks, the issue had grown into a global frenzy of war for all intents and purposes. The war itself led to the collapse of several major empires: Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, the German Empire, and the Russian Empire. Weakened by the rise of nationalist movements in its troubled territories even before the war, Austria-Hungary was dismantled after the war, leading to the emergence of new states, Yugoslavia, and Czechoslovakia among others, whereas Austria became independent. Still, by 1919, the Treaty of Versailles had dictated the carving of Europe into an increasingly hostile map against Germany and her allies and prepared the ground for another war. Besides the political upheaval, the assassination marked the beginning of a new era in warfare. World War I saw destruction of a scale never seen before with trench warfare, chemical weapons, and mechanized warfare on a large scale. There was great suffering wrought by war, with millions of soldiers and civilians being killed. Its toll on the economies and social fabric was devastating, leading to economic depressions and political instability, along with revolutions like that of the Russian Revolution of 1917. The long-term devastation unleashed by the assassination did not stop with World War I. The issues and tensions remaining from the post-war settlements became part of the food chain from which radical ideologies rose, first among them fascism in Germany and Italy. Disappointment over the Treaty of Versailles was among the pivotal causes for the eruption of World War II, a mere 2 decades later. In this manner, the assassination of Franz Ferdinand had set the direct course for World War I and indirectly set the course for the events of the 20th century.